gets stronger as the numbers go up.
Right.
So, do you, first of all, do you recommend that everybody start off on the serum one?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Serum 2 is twice the potency of 1, and 3 is twice the potency of 2. And you are going to get this warming sensation. A lot of people are not used to that kind of activity.
Yeah.
And so we encourage them to start with 1. Once they get used to 1, they can move to 2. Same thing with the cure. So we have the cure and extreme cure. And we encourage you to start with the cure and then move to extreme cure because it is 4 times the potency. So the extreme cure is 4 times the potency of the cure. And it's going to be overwhelming for most people to begin with. But you can move up. The products aren't going to harm your skin. It's just the sensation is going to be a little too strong for you. So take it slowly as you go up. Start with 1 and start with the cure. 1 is a daily anti-aging serum. It addresses the 10 most visible signs of aging. The cure is for the heavy lifting. It does address the signs of aging for sure. It goes beyond that. It takes on acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, melasma, scarring. Um, all of your top 3 to 5 major skin issues that you would have on your face or your neck, décolleté, back of hands, and so I do use the cure all over my face, but I've been doing this for over 10 years. So, I do use the extreme cure all over my face. But again, I've been
So you
doing
don't
this.
use the serum at all then?
What's that?
You don't use the serum on your face then? You just,
I don't use it as much because I'm getting all of that and then some with the cure. But most people can't use the cure all over their face. We call that an advanced maneuver. So
well,
it's going to
I'm
be
an advanced maneuver.
yeah.
I will say, 'cause I used the advanced cure on my face last night, and I'll tell you, it looked like it looked like I was a little bit sunburned, but in a good way.
Yeah,
Does that make
yeah,
sense? You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's like it just feels so. I love. It's like if I don't
right,
feel enough heat. So now when I use the serum 3, it's like, But that
right,
was my question. So it can't harm your skin. So if anything, it's going to be uncomfortable because it's going to create
right.
heat. It's very active, but
That's
it's
right.
not going to harm your skin.
That's
Um,
right.
Now, the other thing I wanted to ask you was I was actually watching one of the videos on the herbal face food, and I saw her. She was taking the serum and she was putting it right here under the on the brow bone, right for
Yeah,
like.
right.
She's using it as under her eye cream. I actually started doing that, and I started doing that, and I actually started putting it above
Mm-hmm.
here. So
Mm-hmm.
that's fine. So because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times they say with, putting things under your eyes because the skin is very thin there, but
Mm-hmm.
that's still okay, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I tread lightly with the cure or the extreme cure, but I do put it around there. But again, I'm very careful. If you get it in your eyes, it's going to sting like
Yeah, I've
shampoo.
done that.
It won't harm your eyes. I usually finish with the cream around the eyes, and
Oh, so
so
you
I'll
do the
get it.
cream, not the serum? I do both.
I do both, but
Yeah.
I get much closer with the cream, and
Yeah.
then
You're not, yeah, exactly.
and we have a new product coming out. I think I mentioned before. We're trying to keep it under wraps until next month, but it's going to take that even farther around the eyes. I can't say exactly what that is, but I'll hint at
Is
it.
what it is,
A
because
lot of
they're
your folks already know what it is, but we've been working on that for many years now and doing the final formulation the next couple of weeks. And that product will have more botanicals than any product we've ever created to date. And we're up to, I think, 140 botanicals right now. So this will have like 160 botanicals from all over the world. And these are, a lot of them are botanicals you've never heard of before. And as many of our botanicals are now that we're adding in these. I just got back from Asia and the Middle East, and we're tracking down botanicals all over the world. We got about 50 botanicals that we're bringing in from all over the world, new ones that we found that
right.
we're going to be testing. And by the way, all of the products are advancing all the time. So we've added more ingredients to the serums.
That's what I was
We've
just gonna ask you. Yeah, okay.
Right. We've added more ingredients to the cure. We just added, I think, 20 different mushroom concentrates.
Hmm.
And a lot
Wow.
of other plants that we'll be coming out with, you'll see on our glossary on our website,
Right.
and also on the packaging, you'll be able to see it on there. It's getting kind of small on the packaging because most
There's no place
companies.
to list it all. Right? You have to go to the website for that. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put
Well,
it on there, but you may not be able to read it on the packaging. uh,
yeah, exactly. Even with the two pairs of glasses. But
yeah,
Michael, let me ask you. So the new botanicals that you were just overseas and you found the new botanicals, and
right.
so will you be adding those just to this new product, or will those also go into the existing ones?
Yes, some of those will go into the existing ones. We've already added a number, and I'm always working with the formulation. So all of our formulations are always evolving and improving.
Yeah.
And some of those will go into the serums, yes. And then some of those will go into this new product that I'm developing. We found a new honey from Indonesia. It's from a stingless bee. And there's these tiny little bees, and they don't have stingers, and they make probably, I would say, the most potent anti-aging serum honey in the world, and medicinal therapeutic, but it has more bioactivity than any other honey in the world. It's actually not sweet. It's interesting. It's not sweet. It's actually sour to the taste.
So do
And so
they sell this for people to eat?
yeah, it's harvested. It's wild harvested. Yeah, people eat it. So it's incredible for you internally. It's probably the most expensive honey in the world. um,
Wow.
per ounce, and so it's outrageous. But it's exciting. I have three other honeys that we found that are also medicinal that we're really excited about, and a lot of other botanicals that I'll be telling you about. And so we're constantly improving. The products that you tried last year are not the products that you're going to see in the future, in the near future. So
Right. And I've said this before. I mean, think of the name herbal face food, and it's when you're talking about the honey and how it's great for your overall health. Whatever you're putting on your skin is going into your bloodstream
right,
and into your body. So
that's
think
right,
of this not only from a vanity point of view, because look, we all want to look better, but we all
right,
want to feel better too. And this is all these beautiful, all natural. It's not even extracts of the plants; it's the actual
right.
whole plant, correct?
Correct.
Which
Yeah,
makes it
we use
more potent. Yeah,
yeah, it's we call it a superfood nutrient dense salad for the skin. So
love that.
72% of what you put in your skin goes into the body. And so this is probably, I would argue, it's the most powerful nutrient dense botanicals you could put on your skin or in your body. They're really too powerful to eat. Our product is edible, and some people will, you know, do it.
Right,
Yeah, but for most people, it's too powerful to eat. But you can eat it through your skin, so you're feeding your body from the outside in. So this does get in your bloodstream. It does
right.
get in your organs. It goes throughout your whole circulatory system, and so it is a way of eating these botanicals via the skin. It just happens to heal your skin and make it look younger on the way in. And
Well,
so,
if anything's good for you, it's going to make you look and feel better, right?
right,
So
right,
let me look at so on your website, you have all that, you according to the ORAC scale, you are the
right,
number one agent, and you've got it next to like La Mer, which is I think $1,200 a bottle, and might make you look good, but what are all those chemicals doing? They might agree with your skin, but that's going into your body. So this is a win-win situation. It's a health reason for your body, but and your skin, and to look better. So it's a win-win situation. Michael, I was thinking about this today. Why do you think nobody else has come up with this? I mean,
Well, I think they're making money using the same chemicals over and over again. If you go down to Sephora or Nordstrom's or Neiman Marcus or whatever beauty counter you go to, you're going to find most of the same ingredients and with little variations. And You're going to find a lot of pet ingredients like La Mer is made from seaweed. Okay, SK2, which is the number one anti-aging serum in Asia, is made from sake. And then you also have,
Sake, like the rice
yeah,
wine?
right, yeah,
Really? Oh
yeah.
my God.
So, and neither one of those rank very high on the ORIC scale. So the ORIC scale is the only scientific scale in the world that measures the anti-aging power, that you could say the antioxidant power of a given ingredient. And we do have seaweed in our product. We don't have sake yet. You know, I'd rather drink my sake, honestly, than put it on my skin.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm not sure about sake at all. But there's all of this pet science, you know, pet chemicals, lab created chemicals, even pet botanicals that really don't do very much. And,
Mm.
you know, our product is the highest ever tested on the ORIC scale. When I say the highest, we're at 30 million. Our closest competitor maybe at 3 million. So we're tens of millions stronger, more powerful as an antioxidant. And that doesn't even include all of the other medicinal therapeutic benefits of these botanicals once you combine them. And so there's just nothing close to it. I mean, you can take our ingredients, go anywhere you want to in the world. There's just nothing close. It's it's kind of a joke when you look at it. It's kind of a sad joke when you look at it. There's just not a lot of creativity. There's not a lot of scientific research. There's not a lot of effort being put into the skincare industry. And so when you look at our product, we're a handmade product. We gather our botanicals from all over the world. There's 1,000 hours in every bottle from
Mhm.
harvest to finished product. Um, you know, exponentially more than anything in the world. So the kind of effort, and we make it in small batches. We make it fresh. So if you went to our website today and bought product, it's likely less than 7 days old, certainly less than 30 days old. Most products you buy at any store today are 1 to 3 years old or older. They're loaded with parabens,
Yeah,
preservatives.
that's exactly why. Yeah. That was okay. So that's the other question. What is the shelf life?
It's a year. Unrefrigerated, it's a year. If you refrigerate it, it will last for many years. I have old bottles, multi-year old bottles in my fridge. But there's no need to do that if you're going to be using it within a year, which you certainly will be. There's no need to refrigerate it.
Yeah.
It's self-preserving. People say, well, how do you do that without preservatives? Well, our product is antiviral, antifungal, antimicrobial, and so it actually kills germs on contact, especially the serums. And so people will use it as an antiseptic. I have many times on open wounds. I have doctors using it on sutures to
Sure.
heal.
Right.
And so that's how it's self-preserving. So we don't have to even worry about that. And we make it totally fresh. So that's another aspect of it. So we're kind of like the Bentley of skincare, you
Yeah,
know.
you are. You know, Michael, when you decided to create this, I know you did it primarily for pigmentation of the skin because you were having a
Right,
problem with that, and the doctor was telling you to go and do laser, but that doesn't last or whatever. So
right.
that was your
Bleach and
primary.
laser.
Did you ever think you were going to get this deep into this? I mean, it was going to be this big?
No, I never did. You know, I made it in my kitchen. I started working with one of the top herbalists in the world in Malibu, and we were formulating in my kitchen. I started using it, and within, 5 or 6 weeks, all the permanent pigmentation went away. I used the tanny beds. Everyone was shocked. That wasn't supposed to happen. And then we just started giving product away. I gave away several thousand bottles for free to people in Malibu, LA, and around the world. And then within 6 months, we ended up in Korea. There was this huge demand uh, from Korea, and we became a cult brand in Korea. Within 6 months, we blew up. And so I had no intention of going in. People are like, "How did you become a skincare guru?" I did. I don't know. I created this, and it works. And we're growing. We grew 600% in the last 2 months, and we will
Wow.
grow. Yeah, so
Wow.
it's
Fantastic.
yeah, it's really exploded. And we've been able to pay people like you. I think last month we paid out $600,000 to all of our affiliates
Oh, you're
uh,
kidding.
in 1 month alone, and which is ridiculous. We give back 50% of every retail dollar back to our affiliates, back to people like you, these very elite creators around the world that are have chosen to work with us, and we're working with them. So it's just been almost impossible to keep up with. And part of the reason I went to Asia was to find bigger pots and pans and and
Yeah, you got
bigger
to
bigger
scale.
mixing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the other thing, Michael, that I found uh, is it acts as a lip plumper.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, yeah,
No,
sure.
yeah, because you get
Yeah,
all these lip glosses that I
right,
have invested in, where you put them on, and I don't need them anymore.
right, right, right.
So now we don't need toner, and now I don't need a lip plumper for my lips anymore either. So that's fantastic, and I love the fact that you know, actually, well, I'll talk to you. I don't want to give that away on the show. I'll talk to you about that on the side. There's two ideas I wanted to send to you,
Yeah,
so I'm going to
I'd
do
love
that.
to.
Okay?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, you know what? Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah. People use it all over their face, and we have people using it on their scalp. Anywhere there's skin, we have people using our product. People put it on their nails. Um, I have people get massages with our product. The other thing I was going to say too is because we are handmade, because we have so many. We have the 20 rarest botanicals in the world, which also are the most expensive. I mean, if you walk through our lab and you saw all the botanicals, there's hundreds of thousands of dollars, and some of these bottles, these little bottles of botanicals will run $5,000.
Mm,
So it's a very expensive process. So our product is not the cheapest in the world. It's certainly not the most expensive either.
yeah.
And sometimes people look at our product and they're like, "Wow, why is it so expensive?" Well, look at the ingredients and look at
Yeah.
how it's made. We also give a money back guarantee, so no questions asked. Even if you use the whole bottle, we're going to give your money back if you're not happy with it. So there's really no risk, and I think we have less than a 2% return rate
Hmm.
worldwide. So it's not even a risk for us because we know if you get that bottle, you use it the way we ask you to use it and really try it, you're going to see results. There's really no way around it.
Yeah.
And so you can buy our product, try it for free. If you're not happy with it, you can send it back. The only risk you would be taking is to not really try it and not really see if it can do what we're saying it can do. I've talked to probably 10,000 women now in the last 2 years, literally. Um, and the thing I hear from just about everybody is they say, you know what, Michael, when I heard you guys talking about this stuff, I thought you were either crazy or maybe exaggerating, but I felt like I had to try it because you seem so confident about what the product can do. And then they say after they get it, they're like, you know what, Michael, it went beyond what you said it was going to do. I thought if it did
Mhm.
half of what you said, then I would be super excited. But it actually does more than what you told me it would do. And I think that's why we're growing so fast and exploding around the world. I mean, we're in the middle of what I would call hyper exponential growth as a company right now.
Fantastic. You know, when people say it is a little costly, but you know, it's almost like the same analogy of buying organic and not buying organic. Okay, so you don't buy organic food, then you're probably going to pay for it later with
Right.
medical bills. Okay, so in the same way, we've already discussed this as a food; it's actually good for you, but you know, you could do that, or you could do a facelift, or you can do other procedures that cost a lot of money too. So you know, combining both of these, the fact that it's great for you and it improves your appearance, it's a win-win situation.
Yeah. What I hear too, people say is the efficacy. They start seeing results right away,
Yeah.
sometimes the same day. Within 3 days, we say you're going to see something. We've been able to take out lifetime melasma. We took out Madonna's makeup artist, Gina Brooke. We got rid of her lifetime melasma in less than 2 weeks.
Wait, where
And
did you see about Madonna's what?
Gina Brooke, who's Madonna's makeup artist,
Uh-huh.
um, she has a live on our Instagram feed. She's the one that was eating the serum on her live.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how much she liked it. Yeah, so you know, I've talked to dermatologists and estheticians around the world. And they're like, we can't get rid of melasma. You know, melasma for most people is permanent. You laser it, you bleach it, it's going to come back. How are you doing that? You know, they're always wanting to know, what are the bleaching agents that you're using? And I'm like, we don't have any bleaching agents. We're just healing the skin. So we're feeding the skin the most powerful nutrients in the world, most concentrated nutrients in the world. And the skin gives the skin a chance to actually heal itself. So the body can heal itself of just about anything given the right nutrient
Support.
packets.
Yeah, then the right support. Absolutely. It
So that's
isn't
what we do.
didn't Leanne Rimes say that that's what it helps her with her melasma too? Isn't that what
Yeah,
she
we
said?
Yeah, she was on the cover of New Beauty, raving about how our product killed her melasma and
Oh,
other
fantastic.
skin issues. Yeah, and she actually contacted us. I didn't even know she was using the product. And my assistant said, Leanne Rimes wants to talk to you, and she's going to call you, this week. And then she called me and she said, Michael, I'm a massive fan. I've been using your product. I just did an article with New Beauty. You're going to be on the cover. So we didn't, we didn't even know. And Giselle was the same way. Giselle's makeup artist gave it to her,
Yeah.
and the list goes on and on. We have so many celebrities now using the product, and we don't have any paid celebrities. We don't do paid advertising. We don't do any marketing other than our creators and affiliates.
Yeah.
We don't have a PR team, so we're built strictly on word of mouth.
Hmm.
Is what drives our product around the world, and that's because it really works, and it works on so many things.
Yeah.
Anything skin is kind of what we say. So um, it's hard to believe a product can have that much activity. But all you have to do, I would say we're the most scientifically backed product in the world. So all you have to do is go on our website, look at our plants, and
Yes.
and start Googling the name of the plant and skin, or whatever the issue is that you're trying to heal, whether it's melasma or other things. And you'll see we have 300 white pages on our website alone, but you can study it there, or you can just do your own research, and you'll find hundreds, if not thousands, of pages of research by institutions around the world, not us, over 100 years. Some of these papers go back that far, and many of our botanicals have been used. You'll find them in the Bible, like
Wow.
frankincense and myrrh.
Yes.
Two of our favorite products, ingredients, and so the list goes on. There's just, it's so funny. I go all over Asia, and I was in Dubai. I don't know if you've ever been there or not. It's probably the richest city in the world right now, and it's basically luxury. 5.0. It's or you probably 7.0, because now all of the hotels. The hotel I stayed in was 7 stars, whatever
Wow.
that means. And you can go into any of the stores and look at the most expensive skincare in the world. It won't hold a candle to herbal face food. If
Are you getting it over there?
Yeah, I am actually. We are shipping to Dubai, and I did a big podcast with one of the big podcasters over there while I was there. It's going to be coming out shortly, but yeah. So um, you can go anywhere in the world, and I just walk past skincare stores. I used to go in and look to see what they had, but I'm just so bored of them. And it's just, we're so far beyond what they're doing. I don't know what the analogy would
And
be.
I don't see anybody catching you because you know what? This takes years and years and years. There's so many, even if they, well, you list all the botanicals on your
Right,
website, but you don't
right,
know how much of each,
right.
that in there. The other thing I was thinking, it would be great if you had a lotion for your body, but I'm thinking that might be way too expensive
Right.
because that's probably why I'm thinking you haven't done that yet. I don't know if you're
Well,
planning on.
people do use the cream in that way, and you're right. If we did, and I use the cream all over my body. I get massages where I use the cure and the cream. I think only problem with a full body lotion is it would be unaffordable for most people. So if we
That's what I'm
started
saying.
doing eight
Yeah, it would.
ounces, you know,
Yeah.
4 or 8 ounces of that we'd have to charge so much because our botanicals are so much, and we don't want to dumb it down, right? We don't want to make something less than what it could be. So
Right.
that
But I will say the cream is so concentrated that
right,
just a tiny little bit, I do my face, under eyes, neck,
right,
uh, decolletage, and the back of my hands. And like the back of my hands is like, I
right.
look at other women who are like even 10 years younger than me, and they're, I see the age on their hands. So, anyways, I
Well,
mean, I
yeah, the
think,
cream.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the cream is a phenomenon, and it's our number one seller now. Really has been from day one. Just the capacity of that product to do so many things, and every time I mix it, I'm just in awe of just the sheer number of botanicals that are going into that product. And it takes us 3 days to mix it. And there's three different processes that go into it. It's a very complex product. It's probably the most complex I've ever made. The new product will be as complex or maybe more complex than that. But just the number of botanicals and the different things they're doing to and for your skin and for your body. And it's an SPF too. It has a 50 plus SPF,
You just
all
read my mind.
plants.
I was just going to bring that up. It's got a 50 SPF. So that's the third thing you could save money on. So you don't need a toner anymore. Um, you don't need lip plumper anymore. And you don't need to buy SPF. So that's three things right there that goes towards the purchase of your products.
Yeah, well,
Like that.
we had one of the top, I would call him, he's definitely the top skin influencers in the world, one of the top five. And he's Korean, and he heard about us. And I told him, he was asking about the product. I talked to him over the phone, and he was like, yeah, just send me the product. I'll know. He said, I'll know in the first 15 minutes if it's any good. And so I'm like, okay. And I sent it to him. The day after he got it, he called me, and he's like, oh my God. He said, Michael, I have tried 620. He knew exactly how many serums he had tried. And he said, there is nothing like this. And he
Mhm.
said, Michael, this is a 7-in-1. So he's used to taking um, 11, 12 products with him wherever he goes around the world.
Oh, yeah. That's the other thing. You
And
don't
he
have
said,
to
"This is
do
a
all.
7-in-1. You don't understand. I can leave half of my products at home."
So true. Like I used to use one thing just to shrink my pores.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Exactly. No, I absolutely he's right. Yeah. And you know what the other thing is? Don't think this is just for ladies. It's anti-aging, but
That's right.
men that I've turned on to, they love it just as
Oh
much.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's just not, if you hear beauty or anti-aging, you think ladies, but no, 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 it's
Hmm.
for men too, because you guys age too.
Yeah, we
So
ship product to Tom Brady. We ship product to Chris Helmsworth. So those are
that's
pretty. Those are a
yeah.
couple of two manly men. A lot of athletes.
Oh
And what
yeah.
happens? What happens with men? And it's not a girly. It doesn't have a girly fragrance at all. The
No.
packaging is not feminine per se. And for men, they don't have time to do a bunch of stuff, and maybe they'll
Mhm.
only do one thing. A lot of men, their skincare, um, you know, uh,
It's throwing
tradition.
some water on their face.
Yeah, or they'll have a 3-in-1,
Yeah, yeah,
soap, conditioner, and body wash, right? In one bottle. And they do that, and then they get out of the shower, and that's it, and they're done. And
yeah,
if they just add a few squirts of herbal face food, one of the serums, that's going to dramatically change their skin. And they can do it in 5 seconds and walk away. Even if they don't do a nighttime, practice on it, it's still going to dramatically affect their skin. And so, men is going to be a huge market, is a very growing market for us as well.
yeah. Let me ask you one last question, Michael. If you use this serum, and let's say you can't afford all the products, and you
Right.
definitely would want to get the serum, right? So if you use the serum, would you still want to use or need to use a moisturizer?
If you use enough of the serum, one, it's going to keep your skin very moisturized. I've found
Okay.
that to be true. If you're
Mhm.
using 2 to 3 droppers, is what
Mhm.
I suggest per application twice a day. If you
Yeah.
if you don't have a very large budget and you just want to really give this a try, what I would encourage you to do is get the serum one, and get the cure. You might get a smaller version of the cure. Now you can get the 10 mils on there. That's our lowest price. That's kind of an entry level testing trial product. It's going to last you less than a week. But if you've got that money back guarantee, and through you, this is the only place we do discounting. So we don't do Christmas, Black Friday, Mother's Day, whatever. The only way you can get that 20% discount, it's a one-time only discount, is through you, through this very elite group of creators we have around the world. So you have that one coupon to use one time. If you just get the little 10 mil and you do fall in love with it, you'll probably be kicking yourself. So
Well,
go
that I
ahead
was
and get
just gonna say, I don't recommend that to anybody, Michael. I would say because you are offering, I would get as much as you can because you're
right.
not getting the 20% off the second time. I
Correct.
would go through for all of them. I mean, if I was going to cut one, I would probably say the soap, but the other ones are absolutely imperative. And I tell everybody, get the large bottle, get the large bottle.
Right,
Okay.
right. Yeah,
So
and you're covered with the money back guarantee, and that's going
yeah,
to give you a longer period of time to really see if this works.
yes,
And and,
yes.
and you're also getting the biggest savings benefit with that 20% coupon.
And by the way, that if you order, it's Tina Marks 20 is the promo code to get your 20% off your first order. And we are also doing a giveaway today. I'm not going to announce it because I'm letting it run through the rest of the day because I didn't post it until yesterday. So if you are the winner, I will DM you by tomorrow. Lucky winner. Good luck to everybody. And Michael, so wonderful seeing you. And thank you so much for the update. I know you can't tell us what the product is that's coming out. I think it's coming out with, you think next month?
Yeah, end of October, 1st of November, right in time for the holiday season. We're
Right
also
in
going to
time
be
for my
launching.
birthday.
Yeah, we're also going to be launching a a bundle too. So that's a good thing to look out for. A lot of people have been asking for a bundle. And we'll also have holiday packaging that's really going to be beautiful. So you can gift. This is a great gift
Oh, this is a
uh,
great gift. Yeah.
it's a super special gift for anybody. And, although we're growing exponentially, most people have never heard of us. And so we're just now getting some notoriety around the world. We're well known in Korea, and so it's something you can give someone that's special and they haven't probably heard of it yet. And that
Mm-hmm.
I like being one of the first to get the new latest and
Yeah.
greatest stuff before everybody else. So you can do
Yeah.
that for someone that you love.
Definitely will. Definitely will. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to be here, Michael. I just love every time you're on here. I always learn something new. I mean, there's always something new coming up with you. So
Well,
thank you for all your hard
thanks
work.
for yeah, thank you for being part of this. And when I think of all of our creators that we have around the world, we don't have that many, but you're really special. And when they say, Michael, I know you're busy, but Tina wants to do a live with you, I'm always there. I don't even hesitate. I'm like, yes.
Yay.
So I
Awesome.
really appreciate everything you're doing, and I'm honored to have you part of this team and excited
Me.
about growing into the future. We have a lot more things we're going to come up with. Love to hear your ideas. So follow
Yeah.
back up with me. I know
Yeah,
you
I
have a
will.
great business mind too. So love to hear what your thoughts are.
Okay. Thank you so much, Michael. And
Okay.
like I said, tomorrow, who's ever the winner, I will be DMing you
Okay.
the account. And good luck to everybody.
Yep.
And thank you so much, Michael. And when the new product
Great.
comes out, I'm going to have you on again. So we're going to talk about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. All right. Take care.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.